Welcome to Toastmaster Time.
The show that's got everybody talking.
I'm Justin Paras.
And I'm Shruti Verma.
And we're super excited to be your host for tonight's episode.
On this show, we celebrate public speaking, effective communications, and personal growth.
That is absolutely right. Since 1924, but Shruti, that's over 100 years now, Toastmasters has been inspiring millions of individuals to become the best communicators and leaders they can be. And this happens through regular practice and evaluation in fun and supportive Toastmaster clubs all over the globe.
And just like a regular Toastmasters meeting, we have prepared speeches and evaluations lined up for you.
Just for you. So at this point, I'm delighted to introduce you to our evaluator here tonight, who's going to give you a preview of tonight's show. She actually gave a speech on one of our recent shows, and she's back here as an evaluator. She is Claudette Good-Oneill, representing Speakers Forum Toastmasters. Claudette, welcome back to the show. Please share with our viewers at home what's in store for tonight's episode.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you, Justin. Tonight we have two exciting stories and speeches to hear. Shalini is going to be talking to us about a personal discovery of resolving an environment problem that was related to her clothes. And Nitin is going to tell us about some lessons he learned on a trip to the grocery store that spiraled into a battle of modern technology. I personally cannot wait to hear these speeches. So back to you, Justin.
Thank you so much, Claudette. I heard landfill, I heard clothing, I heard grocery store and battle. Wow, I'm excited for tonight's episode, and I hope all of you at home are excited as well. At this point, I want to introduce our first speaker, who Claudette mentioned is Shalini Suravarjjala. She's representing Chamber Chatters Toastmasters. Shalini is working on the presentation mastery pathway. If you're not familiar with pathways, there are various pathways in Toastmasters that you can choose from depending on your communication and leadership goals. For example, there's the dynamic leadership pathway if you're looking to become a stronger leader. There's even the humorously speaking pathway if you're looking to flex your funny bone. Shalini is going to be working on presentation mastery, and within each pathway, there's different levels. Shalini is working on level 3, and the objective of this project is to inspire the audience. As Claudette mentioned, in this speech, Shalini is going to share about a solution or two solutions from her end to deal with an environmental problem related to clothing being sent to landfills. I'm very intrigued by that concept, so I'm excited for this speech. Please join me in welcoming Shalini Suravarjjala. If my closet had a brain. If my closet had a brain, Shalini Suravarjjala.
92.3 million tons of textile and clothing ends up in landfills. Let me put that in perspective for you. A truckload of garbage, which is only clothing, ends up in the landfill every 30 seconds. Do you feel for Mother Earth? And trust me, for this winter party coming up on Saturday, I still don't have anything to wear. I have a closet full of clothes that have been gifted, that I have purchased over the years. The one good thing is I kept my size. So I can still use all of them, but there are some that are just lurking behind. I use only the ones that are just back from the laundry, or I just bought from the store, or maybe I just got as a gift. How many of you have the same problem? I'm sure most of us who are, especially women, I think we wear more stylish, more colorful clothes than the men. I may be wrong, but most of the time that's what I see. And I charged guilty. Here is what I did. If I am going to use only 20% of my closet, and how about I give it a brain? I hope my closet can tell me what is it that I'm ignoring, what is it that I'm using all the time, and what is it that maybe I can ask it, hey, what clothes should I wear for summer according to the weather? Or how about my calendar? Or how about my styling mood for today? I had two solutions for this environmental problem. For me, there are two things that worked. Number one, I started online browsing, adding everything to the cart, and not buying it. I just leave the store. I started the same thing with in-person browsing. I fill everything in the cart after trying them on, and then I leave without buying anything. What a satisfaction. I'm telling you, the question that we always ask, do I need this? But the question that we need to ask is, can we live without it? So that is the first solution for my problem, and that has helped me a lot. In 2025, I did not buy any clothes for myself. Yes, I got a few gifts here and there, but that's it. And what did I do with my closet again? I pulled all the clothes out, sorted them out, summer, winter, colored, traditional, Western, all different kinds of varieties. I took a picture of each of those clothes. And where did it go? It went into this app. It's an AI app. You should be using AI in this world. Right now where we are, the name of the app is A, that is the letter A, Closet. I sorted all my clothes and I added in there. Now my closet knows all the clothes that I have. I gave it my picture, and then when I have to dress up, say for the studio today, or the winter party, or my next Toastmaster competition or meeting, I consult with the brain in the closet. Hey, I need this. Or I got these instructions from Justin to come to the studio today. What do you think will suit me? It brought out clothes like this one that I wore 25 years ago. I didn't realize I had this outfit. It just matched me out. Isn't it beautiful? And these are new shoes from the box that I never took out. So yes, I did upload all my shoes, uploaded all my clothes, everything into this app. You should try it out. It's called A Closet. My app also matched my purse for my outfit today. It just matches. What about all the clothing companies? Can we do anything about them? Not much, because that's their business. They are going to keep cranking out all different styles, all different colors, all different trends. We can't do much about it. What can I do? I can do two things. I can use my existing clothes with different matching outfits using my closet app, and I can go to the store and ask, do I need this? No. You need to ask, can I live without it? I feel for Mother Earth. So many tons of textiles in our landfill. It's too toxic, not only for Mother Earth, but for us. Are we really thinking of Gen Z? How do we expect them to think of us? Let's do something for everyone. You need to start with you. So give your closet a brain and ask, can I live without it?
Wow. Thank you, Shalini, for that speech. I really want to use this A Closet app, but the problem is I don't have a lot of clothes. For those of you who have seen previous shows, you probably recognize this outfit. I've worn this for every single show I've hosted here because I don't have any other suits. I think I got to go to the landfill first, get some suits there, put them in my closet, then download the app. So thank you, Shalini, for that eye-opening speech and closet speech, or however we want to refer to it. So at this point, I'm going to pass over control to my co-host, Shruti, who's going to interview Shalini and get more information about her. Over to you, Shruti.
Thank you, Justin, and thank you, Shalini, for that eye-opening speech. I have a little different problem than Justin's. I might need the app, so I am going to consider downloading it. Tell us, how long have you been a Toastmaster?
I've been a Toastmaster since 2015, so 10 years.
Wow, that's a long time, and that explains the kind of confidence and poise you have in your speech. Please tell us, how did this journey impact your personal and professional life?
Well, in my personal life, I would say one of my favorite Toastmasters project that I usually work on, focus on the positive. You actually have to focus on the positive, write it down for a week, and apply it outside and inside your family. You need to be a Toastmaster for that, but it has totally affected my personal life. Professionally, I'm a technology educator, so it's very easy for me to clearly understand the goals of my students and give them my expectation very clearly, teach them by going to their level.
Thank you. That's a very nice takeaway. Focus on the positive. For our viewers who are still unsure about joining Toastmasters, what would you tell them?
For those who are on the fence, I would say you can go out there and speak in the real world, but Toastmasters is a place where you can fail. You can learn from fellow Toastmasters and from the educational program to actually move forward. This is a place where you can comfortably fail to move forward. I think you can get rid of your crutch words, you can improve your confidence. If you have any other goals for even leadership, there is a whole family to support you without judging. Don't think too much. Invest your $10 a month into this program.
Very well said. Fail to move forward, and you can do that in Toastmasters. Well, thank you so much for joining us at Toastmaster Time. Back to you, Justin.
Thank you, Shruti and Shalini, for that great interview. Shalini, you shared a lot of wisdom there. That could have been a whole nother speech, so thank you so much. At Toastmasters, we really value feedback. American author Ken Blanchard said that feedback is the breakfast of champions. Whenever you give a speech at a Toastmasters meeting, you get to hear feedback from a personal evaluator. So at this point, I'm going to invite our evaluator back, Claudette Good-Oneill, and she's going to evaluate Shalini's speech. Claudette, over to you.
Thank you, Justin. Shalini, I loved your speech, and I do need that app. That said, I want to praise that you are a very confident speaker. So there's not a lot that I can say about the gestures. You were doing good gestures. However, when you want to take a group or an audience on a journey, you have to go from different parts of emotion. I kind of divided your speech into three things. You were facing a problem, you had a discovery, and then you were summarizing why it would be a good thing to use the app. Your gestures were all about this, and that was fine. But when you were facing the problem, you were a little closed in, and that was excellent. But when you made the discovery, your gesture should be big. Oh, it was so exciting. I did this and I did this. If you broaden your gestures, you will then take the audience into the discovery. And I think that would be a good thing. And then you can come back to the more serious thing. The other thing is, when you're in the discovery section, please smile more, because it's a great discovery that almost all of us can use. So I want to thank you again for your speech, and I want to praise what a confident speaker you are, and you're so close to perfection. Just take the audience on a journey with emotion by changing the width of your gestures. I think that would make a big improvement.
Thank you so much, Claudette. For viewers at home, you can see that in Toastmasters, you not only receive feedback, but you learn how to give feedback as well. Claudette just exemplified the sandwich technique, which is where we start off with positive feedback, then go into the constructive feedback, then end it with more positive. We do that because everybody deserves to be encouraged, and everybody deserves a chance to go on stage and try again. So thank you again, Claudette. We'll call you back to the stage after our second speaker. At this point, I'm excited to introduce our second speaker, Nitin Narula. He's representing Danville Toastmasters Club 1785. He's working on the motivational strategies pathway. I love reading motivational books and hearing motivational speeches, so I'm excited for this speech. In this speech, Nitin's going to recall an incident at a grocery store which spiraled into a battle with technology. I think the next time I'm at Safeway, I might not look at that self-checkout machine the same ever again after this speech. So I'm excited to hear Nitin's retelling of this story, but more importantly, the wisdom and the lessons that he learned from it. So please join me in welcoming Nitin Narula. Unexpected item in the bagging area. Unexpected item in the bagging area, Nitin Narula.
Have you ever had one of those moments when it feels like technology is just out to get you? Like every modern convenience has conspired against you, leaving you confused, frustrated, and wondering if you accidentally unleash the wrath of the digital gods? If yes, well, that makes two of us, or maybe 2 million. Let me share my most recent brush with technological betrayal. It was a Saturday morning. The sun was shining, birds were chirping, and I walked into my local grocery store, bags in hand, ready to conquer the day like the tech-savvy shopper I thought I was. You know the type, always ahead of the curve, always ready to embrace the future. I grabbed my cart, filled it with groceries, and approached self-checkout like a seasoned pro. This was my moment. I was gonna zip through that line like a checkout ninja. Beep, scan one item, beep, scan second item, beep, scan third item. This was going so smoothly, I was on fire. Beep, another item, and then, bam, unexpected item in the bagging area. You know that moment, that cold sweat of panic when self-checkout machine starts beeping at you like it's announcing your failure to the entire store. I stared at the machine, trying to figure out what I had done wrong. Had I offended it somehow? Was my loaf of bread too excited to be scanned? Were my avocados secretly plotting my downfall? I stared at the machine, trying to figure out what I had done wrong. I moved things around, I scanned, rescanned, but the machine's cold, unyielding voice repeated. Unexpected item in the bagging area. At this point, I wasn't just dealing with the machine. I was in a full-blown relationship with it. The kind where one partner is emotionally unavailable and every time gives you that cold shoulder when you need support. I tried to make it work, but it simply responded with passive-aggressive beeps. A beep here, a beep there. Oh, it was definitely rejecting me. It was clear. The machine was testing my patience, my ability to stay calm. And if I'm being honest, the machine was winning. Eventually, a store employee came over to help, but deep down, I knew the truth. The machine wasn't broken. No, it wasn't malfunctioning. It was simply following the rules. And in that moment, I realized something profound. This was not just a failed transaction. It was a metaphor for how we navigate technology and even more, how we navigate life. We approach self-checkouts like they're simple. We understand how they work. This is how it's supposed to work. No lines, no hassles, I've got this. But then somewhere along the way, something goes off track. You hit one wrong button and everything comes to a halt. The more you try to fix it, the more it beeps at you. It's a reminder that life does not work the way you want it to work. It doesn't follow the script in our heads. It's messy, it's unpredictable, it's full of curveballs. But here is the thing, life does not judge you like I said. It simply asks you to learn from your mistakes. The trick is not to get frustrated by the machine, but to understand it's simply doing its job. And here is the kicker. Those machines that we love to hate are not out to get us. They want us to succeed. Think about it. They have seen it all. They have witnessed us scan a wrong item, fumble with the barcodes, and panic when a coupon does not work. Do they give up on us? No. They give us a second chance, a third chance, sometimes even a fifth. Those machines are not out to ruin our day. They simply want us to succeed. We encounter our own failed checkouts in life. Those moments when things don't go as planned. The job you didn't get. The relationship that ended. The project that fell apart. The dream that shattered. The opportunity that slipped through your fingers. In life's chaos, we are all scanning our items, trying to get it right. And in those moments, we have a choice. We can let the beeps of life drive us crazy, or we can take a deep breath, pause, hit the reset button, and then keep moving forward. So fellow Toastmasters and dear audience, the next time you are standing in front of a self-checkout, frustrated by its beeps and endless instructions, remember this. Those machines, in all their passive-aggressive glory, are teaching us resilience, patience, and the importance of moving forward, no matter how many beeps it takes. And if life throws you an unexpected item in the bagging area, don't worry, you got this. Back to you, Justin.
Wow. Thank you, Nitin, for that speech. Like you mentioned, next time you're at the self-checkout and the machine's beeping, you're getting unexpected item messages, we're going to give you Nitin's number at the end of the show so you can call him directly. No, I'm just kidding. We wouldn't do that. Anyways, that was very, very entertaining, but I like how you gleaned wisdom from that grocery store story. Shruti, I'm going to pass it over to you so we can learn more about Nitin through your interview with him. Over to you.
Thank you, Justin. Life does not always work the way you want it to work. Thank you so much for that entertaining speech.
My pleasure.
Nitin, tell us, how long have you been a Toastmaster?
I have been with Toastmaster since January of last year, so it has been almost 2 years now.
Wow. Even in this short time, your storytelling and humor shines.
Thanks to Toastmasters.
What motivated you to join Toastmasters?
I joined Toastmaster because I wanted to build my confidence, not just in public speaking, but in feeling comfortable around people. I have been always an introvert, just holding myself back, unable to speak in public, and very shy person. And always missing on opportunities because of that. And I realized it was time to make a move. I needed to step out of that comfort zone, and that's why I joined Toastmasters.
Thank you, Nitin. I really appreciate you sharing that. I'm sure a lot of our viewers can relate to feelings like this. So please tell me, how has this 2 years of journey impacted your professional or personal life?
Being a Toastmaster for 2 years has really made a difference in my life, both professional as well as personal. If you had asked me 2 years ago to give a speech, I would have run in the opposite direction, but here I am now. Feel more confident at work. I'm able to speak up and share my thoughts. And Shruti, best of all, I feel more prepared to take on opportunities that used to frighten me.
Wow, and look, you are here today taking opportunities. So thank you so much for joining Toastmasters.
My pleasure.
Back to you, Justin.
Thank you so much, Shruti and Nitin. I wish we had a full hour because I wanted to hear more from that interview. Before I introduce Claudette to provide Nitin's evaluation, I just want to share with you at home that here on the show, you're just getting a little sample of what happens at a Toastmasters meeting. In addition to speeches and evaluations, we also do table topics where you can practice your impromptu and on-the-fly speaking skill. To find a club near you, and I think there's probably one within 1 mile of where you live, check us out at toastmasters.org. All right, Claudette, I'm excited to hear your feedback on Nitin's speech. Over to you.
Nitin, I'm glad you became a Toastmaster. You are a credit to Toastmasters, even though you don't have a long time record. I liked your gestures. I will say that I had a mentor that told me there were people that were put off or offended by pointing. So most often you will see that professional speakers do not point this way, they point this way. Not this way, but this way. It's a solid point. Your vocal variety was good. However, I did see on your gestures a lot of things that were double-handed. And it would be nice if you tried one hand every now and again. And when you're talking to the audience, you did this a lot. However, if you had a huge audience, some of them would be lost. You might want to do something like this. And you walked backwards and you walked forwards, but try leaning your body sometimes. The leaning your body shows energy, and your audience wants that energy. But you said at one point, beep, beep, I was on fire. It was beep, beep, I was on fire. I know fire is usually down there, but what you really want to say is beep, beep, I was on fire, and then go back down. The speech overall was a great speech, and you drew me in, and I think you would make a great motivational speaker with just a few changes to your gestures. Thank you for your speech. Justin?
Thank you so much, Claudette. What I really appreciated about Claudette's evaluations today is that she practiced what she preached. She was using gestures, she was using vocal variety, and it's a lot easier to receive feedback from somebody when they're actually taking their own advice into account. So Claudette, very nice job.
Thank you.
I know you want to hear more speeches, but unfortunately, that's all the time we've got for tonight's show. If you'd like to see previous episodes, though, we'd like to invite you to check out our YouTube page at the link below.
Toastmaster Time is sponsored by District 57 Toastmasters. For more information, please visit us at d57tm.org.
And for general information on Toastmasters, such as where you can find a club near you, more information on the various pathways that you can pursue should you decide to join the program, and free, yes, I said free, public speaking tips. Check us out at toastmasters.org.
We want to thank our wonderful speakers, Shalini and Nitin, for sharing their speeches today, and our esteemed evaluator, Claudette, for providing feedback.
And we cannot end the show without thanking the people behind the camera and in the sound room. Each and every episode, you bring your patience, your expertise, your kindness, and your generosity. And those are all important ingredients to make a show like this possible. So thank you so, so much.
From all of us at Toastmaster Time, we hope you continue to keep speaking, growing, and letting your voice be heard. Have a good evening. Bye.
Excellent.